Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Arsenal and Tottenham battling for Bordeaux midfielder Yacine Adli but face competition, and then we're going to look at Arsenal contact Tammy Abraham's agent to hijack Roma transfer for Chelsea star. So the first transfer headline states that Arsenal and Tottenham battling for Bordeaux midfielder Yacine Adli but face competition. So the reports are stating that Arsenal and Tottenham could go head-to-head in pursuit of a midfield signing. Arsenal and Tottenham have reportedly entered a transfer battle for exciting Bordeaux midfielder Yacine Adli, but the North London clubs won't be alone in their pursuits as they aim to refine their squads ahead of the start of the Premier League season. The Gunners are looking to add more depth to their creative midfield options after Martin Odegaard and Dani Ceballos both returned to Real Madrid following loan moves. Mikel Arteta will have been relieved to tie down the future of Emil Smith-Rowe earlier this summer, but the Spanish boss requires more attacking options to boost his below-par squad. Meanwhile, new Tottenham manager Nuno Espirito Santo is looking to make his own mark on his squad, and Spurs have been productive with the signing of Sevilla forward Brian Hill and loan deals for Atlanta duo Christian Romero and Pierluigi Golini. But both clubs appear to have a strong interest in Yacine Adli, who has been impressing with his performances in Ligue 1 with Bordeaux. According to Foot Mercato journalist Santi Awana, Spurs and Arsenal have made contact with Bordeaux over the possible transfer of the 21-year-old. But both clubs must act fast if they are to secure a deal for the promising youngster, with Serie A giants AC Milan already in negotiations to sign him. Milan already said to have bid €12 million, which is £10.1 million for Yacine Adli, and have included a 10% sell-on clause as a sweetener in the deal. But Bordeaux are not yet content with the offer and are holding out for a higher bid, which could open the door for Arsenal and Tottenham to make their interest concrete. Meanwhile, Lille are also credited with an interest in Adli, who could become an option for Bordeaux's French rivals amid the uncertainty of the future of Portuguese star Renato Sanchez. Frenchman Adli is relatively inexperienced but has huge potential, so could be signed in the hype of developing into a future star. Adli came through the ranks at PSG's academy before being sold to Bordeaux in 2019. The youngster can occupy on a number of midfield roles, including wider areas and deeper in central positions. He made 35 league appearances in the 2020-2021 campaign, notching 2 goals and assisting 5 times. And the Frenchman has already played this season as Bordeaux fell to a 2-0 defeat to Clermont Foot on Sunday. Adli could prove a relatively low-risk option for Mikel Arteta and Espirito Santo if they miss out on prime targets in their final weeks of the transfer window. Arsenal kick off their Premier League campaign away to newly promoted Brentford on Friday evening, while Spurs host champions Manchester City on Sunday. So it looks like Arsenal and Tottenham battling for Bordeaux midfielder Yacine Adli but face competition. And Yacine Adli is someone that we've been linked to previously as a young player coming through the ranks at PSG's academy, and someone that is seen that has a world-class talent and someone that could be a world-class midfielder, and this could be seen as a Martin Odegaard and Maddison alternative. So this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Arsenal contact Tammy Abraham's agent to hijack Roma transfer for Chelsea star. So the reports are stating that Tammy Abraham is set to leave Chelsea this summer, with Arsenal now battling Roma for his signature. Arsenal reportedly reached out to Tammy Abraham's representatives to discuss a potential transfer after it emerged Roma have struck a deal with Chelsea for the striker. The Serie A outfit believes to have agreed an initial loan for Tammy Abraham that will become permanent for around £34 million at the end of next season. Thomas Tuchel has made it clear that Tammy Abraham can move on if the right offer arrives. Yet offers for the striker have been few and far between despite additional interest from Aston Villa, West Ham and Southampton respectively. Tammy Abraham recently netted against Arsenal in Chelsea's 2-1 friendly win at the Emirates Stadium, wants to play regularly and is prepared to leave the Blues to do just that, but Roma is not his ideal destination. It's understood Tammy Abraham would prefer to stay in England, and namely London, if he is to depart Stamford Bridge. Italian newspaper Corriere dello Sport are now reporting that Arsenal made their move for the player but contacting his agent. The Gunners know they will have to move quickly if they are now to beat Roma to the centre forward, but problematically for Arsenal, they are unlikely to pursue a deal unless they offload Alexandre Lacazette first. that won't be easy either, given that there has been little interest in the Frenchman this summer. Tammy Abraham would be keen to join Arsenal, particularly over Roma, and he was a boyhood Gunner supporter before he joined Chelsea. He said back in 2017, "To be honest, I was an Arsenal fan. It didn't make any difference at Chelsea. When you're young and you choose who to support, if it's a family thing, it's a family thing. Luckily for me, it was a family thing, so it wasn't really a problem at Chelsea." Similarly to most young strikers who have grown up watching the Premier League, Tammy Abraham tried to model his game on Arsenal icon Thierry Henry. "Someone I looked up to was Thierry Henry," he added. "His variations of finishing, his movement, the way he dribbles, someone like that has a key impact on me. I would love to be as big as him and maybe even better." Chelsea would prefer to sell the player abroad to avoid strengthening a rival, but they have done their fair share of business with Arsenal in recent years. Petr Cech, Olivier Giroud, David Luiz and Willian are amongst the list of players who have swapped clubs for their London rivals. So it looks like Arsenal contact Tammy Abraham's agent to hijack Roma transfer for Chelsea star, and it has been confirmed that Arsenal have agreed personal terms with Tammy Abraham to try and bring him to the Emirates, but Arsenal now face a battle with the likes of Roma on who they bring first and who will be the first player to join the club. And I think Tammy Abraham could be a great addition to Mikel Arteta, but we've had a history of signing Chelsea players, and most of the time it hasn't turned out to make it easy for the club. It hasn't turned out to be what is right, and it hasn't turned out to be the way we wanted it. So when it comes to Arsenal, if they want to bring in a new striker, I think that what they can do is, if they're going to bring in Tammy Abraham, then that means they should be able to sell the likes of Alexandre Lacazette, who AS Roma were interested in as well, and maybe do getting Tammy Abraham to give Alexandre Lacazette to Roma, and I think that could be a good piece of transfer business by the Gunners. Hopefully Tammy Abraham works out at Arsenal. So we will have to wait and see how Arsenal will use the summer transfer window in the end. Make sure you check out the FA Cup poster using the special link I've put below in the description, and smash that like button to see if you can reach 30 likes. Also subscribe for more daily videos and share the video with your Arsenal friends and family. Click one of the latest videos on the screen and I'll see you there.